Welcome to the final battle of week number 9 of the FnF Victory Road Draft League Season 2. This battle is going to be pitting Benji's team, which is the Star Conquerors, versus Quasimodo's team, which is Pitiful Punching Bags. As a reminder, the Mega Pokemon available in this battle is Mega Swampert on the Star Conquerors. We also have Z Pokemon. We have Dragonite with Z Attack Privilege, and then we have Kartana with Z NE Privilege and Como with Z Attack Privilege on Quasimodo's team. Joining me in commentary is Morgana from Northern Necrozmas, and we're going to start with some introductory thoughts. So if you want to go first, and then I'll piggyback off of what you say.
Alright, at first glance of Benji's team, I'm kind of confused of why Steelix is here. I feel like Quasimodo has a lot of fighting types, and Steelix just gets destroyed by that. Aside of that, he has a lot of bulk. I'm not sure if Quasimodo's going to be able to one-shot a lot of these Pokemon, which is basically the name of his game. Aside of that, I don't really have much. I mean, Quasi doesn't seem to have much for Swampert, at all.
Kartana can one-shot Swampert, but Swampert and Rain will be quite the menace in this battle.
I always forget that Kartana's grass type.
Yeah, Kartana has that really strong Leaf Blade. Mimikyu, if it's carrying Wood Hammer, could also do some big damage to Swampert, and due to Disguise, will be able to take a hit before that Wood Hammer is dealt. Como looks like it's going to be a pretty good Pokemon in this matchup. I think that Benji probably brought Steelix to try and wall some of those strong physically offensive Pokemon, such as Kartana and Como. Even a super effective fighting move like Drain Punch might not be able to one-hit KO it. So Steelix could actually be pretty good.
Alright.
Yeah, Steelix with Max, just to give you an idea of how defensive Steelix can be, let's say Como has Max Attack versus Steelix. Max Attack, Speed Boosting Nature, a close combat versus a Steelix with 252 HP does 63% max.
Base 200 defense?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm uneducated on Steelix, I guess.
Yeah, Steelix is pretty defensive. I am interested as to how Shuckle will be used, and also Electrode. I think Electrode could be a really good pivot in this matchup due to its speed. Not a lot of Benji's Pokemon are pretty fast, except Swampert and Rain and Electrode, so that'll be interesting to observe as well. And then, of course, Quasimodo seems to be going by his same game plan as usual, kind of setting up the conditions for him to be able to sweep with any one of his given sweepers. I see quite a few there already. So we'll see if the rain can overcome the sweeping, or if the sweeping will overcome the rain. Do you have any other...
I see a lot of physical attackers. That's what I see.
Yeah, that's for sure.
A lot of physical attackers. Aside of that, I don't have anything.
Alright, then we will go ahead and begin, and let's go for it. One thing that's going to be a big question is, how did Benji prepare for Wobbuffet? Because Wobbuffet...
You can't really prepare for Wobbuffet.
Huh?
It's kind of hard to prepare for Wobbuffet.
Pivoting mostly, and pivots and Shed Shell is the best way to prepare for Wobbuffet. Looks like Brachydios and Dude are the ones to come out. Electrode with that awesome shiny color, and Como right off the bat, which is interesting.
I guess I also forgot to mention that Benji doesn't have any fairy types, so Como is kind of just free to... He has no fear in using Z-Plane or Soul Race at all in this battle.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Benji led Electrode, because he usually likes to lead Pelipper.
And it looks like a Thunder Wave is going to paralyze Komo, who proceeds to set up Stealth Rock. I think that Electrode was a good lead just because it could pivot. It could paralyze, I guess, with Thunder Wave. And Greninja seemed to be a common lead for Quasi, so he was probably anticipating that.
Plus, Electrode's just fast, so if it's ever in a bad situation at first, it can just switch out.
Yeah.
Switch.
I love Shiny Electrode so much. I say this like every match that he brings Electrode. It's just so cool. I love Shiny Electrode.
It's a great ball.
It looks like we do get that Volt Switch after all. Brachydios is going to switch to something else. Not sure. Probably Shuckle. Yeah, Shuckle. Shara Ishivalda is going to come out. And the Paralysis seems to render Komo's turn not used.
Does Shuckle get Rapid Spin?
It does not. Shuckle does have a few tricks up its sleeve, though. It can go for the Power Split. It can also set up rocks and webs.
It also doesn't look like Quasimodo has any hazard removal on his team.
Yeah, Benji might with Dragon Knight or Pelipper and Defog, but I don't know if he's run Defog on them before, so I'm not sure if either of them actually have hazard removal. Once rocks go up, they might stay up the whole match. Even with the Paralysis, I'm pretty sure Komo still outspeeds this Shuckle.
Probably. Depends on the Shuckle, but most Shuckles aren't fast anyway. So.
Yeah.
Can we just make like a Choice Scarf Shuckle, please? So it can do absolutely nothing with that speed.
Run from its problems. So far, both shinies on Benji's team exhibiting that nice blue color.
Speaking of blue, who's Greninja?
Greninja comes in, and that sticky web is now up. Greninja can go for a taunt versus Shuckle, though, which would render Shuckle pretty much useless. It could also Hydro Pump Shuckle.
We haven't mentioned this is Dude, the Greninja.
Indeed, Dude the Greninja.
And Komoa was Dude with 6 O's.
It looks like Benji is going for some speed control with Thunder Wave and Sticky Web. And nothing is levitating or flying on Quasi's team, so everything will be affected by that Sticky Web.
And that does hinder Quasimodo a lot because a lot of his Pokemon are kind of frail and need to be fast to kind of really do what they're supposed to do.
Noob Scrub asking me how I pronounce Shuckle's nickname, Shara Ishivalda.
Yeah, you actually did that pretty well. Assuming that's the Monster Hunter thing, I'm pretty sure you're right.
Shara Ishivalda. So Gypceros, the Pelipper, is going to come in taking an Ice Beam. It does seem like it could possibly take another. It does. It's at 2% now, and it goes for the Toxic on Dude. I thought it was going to go for a Roost. Rain is up, but this could be the last turn of the last time Rain is set up because Pelipper was brought down by that Ice Beam. The score is now 5-6. I'm guessing we're going to see Mega Swampert come out to take advantage of the rain. Actually, no, we see Electrode. There is no electric resist. Immunity on Quasi's team, so Electrode can Volt Switch freely. And it's going to do just that, bringing down Greninja and bringing in Namielle the Swampert. I'm guessing Wobbuffet's going to come in to try and counter it.
My guess, if Mimikyu has Wood Hammer, I think Mimikyu comes in, but...
Yeah, true.
Probably Wobbuffet. I wonder if Kartana can survive anything from this guy.
Mimikyu's out. That is quite the signal of Woodhammer. Actually, Swords Dance. Interesting. So that disguise is broken. Rain is still up, though. Namielle can go for a Waterfall. And it has a Sash. Interesting. The Woodhammer is going to take down Namielle, but bring down Mimikyu in the process. The score is now 4-4.
I wonder if a normal Wood Hammer would have killed it.
It definitely would have. That 4 times attack on an already really strong move. For sure.
I'm not sure about that Swords Dance, but I guess it would have broken the Sash if you used Wood Hammer right away, so... I don't know, I guess I could go either way.
Mimikyu seems to kind of have trouble with the rest of the Pokemon, especially Steelix, so maybe Quasi just thought, I'll just let Mimikyu go down. Looks like Shara Ishvalda is back versus Pogafet. Very intense matchup.
For the first time ever, you see Wobbuffet outspeeding something.
Right? Even with the Sticky Web speed decrease. And the Toxic is going to miss. There's no counter to the knockoff.
Oh my god, what am I looking at? Okay.
In comes That's Broken, the Lucario. And Stealth Rock is now up on Quasi's side of the field, but Lucario can go for some setup right now. It's a Swords Dancing Lucario. Justified is going to increase its attack. Scary sign for Benji. Shuckle is kind of a sitting duck here. So Gravios Steelix is going to come in to take whatever.
Oh no, Swords Dance.
Ooh, this Lucario is looking pretty intense. But Steelix does have Sturdy, so even a close combat might not be able to take it down, and then it might go down to that Earthquake.
Will Lucario outspeed this? Probably, right?
Yeah. Lucario will definitely outspeed Steelix, but because of Sturdy, it won't take it down. The question is, yeah, he goes for the close combat. I was going to say, does he switch out? But now Earthquake will take down Lucario, and the score is 4-3 with Steelix hanging on by a thread. Dude, the Kartana comes out. It can pick up some momentum right now with a Beast Boost kill on Gravios. And Knockoff will be the move it uses to get that Beast Boost attack increase.
Wrathy and the Dragonite. Oh my goodness. Okay. That must be... That's probably a Choice Scarf Dragonite, I'm assuming.
Well, do remember that Kartana's speed was dropped by that Sticky Web. And here's Pogafet. Will it encore or will it counter? That's the question. It goes for the counter, so the Dragon Dance is now up. This might be Dragonite's time to shine versus Pagafet. Pagafet goes for the Encore, though, which means Dragonite's going to be locked into that Dragon Dance. Prime time for Como-O to come in and try to take down Dragonite before it could sweep.
And Noel is now shaking in his boots.
Noel dislikes this portion of the video. And we do see that Clangorous Soul Blaze occur, taking Shara Ishvalda down to 23% and undoing that Sticky Web speed drop, although the Paralysis speed drop is still there. So Dragonite still can come in and go for an Outrage or a Dragon Claw. Will it be enough to take down Dude, though?
Super interesting. I have no idea. What happens with Wobbuffet if Wobbuffet is the last Pokemon?
He's gonna have to pray that he could pull off a counter. If Como-O has Drain Punch, he can use this time to restore a little HP to try and live a hit from that Dragonite.
Does look like a time where Benji has to choose who he wants to sacrifice. Unless the Paralyze comes up.
Oh yeah, the Paralysis is still a factor. Paralysis can pop up at the worst time.
1 in 4 chance, correct?
Yeah, 1 in 4. The outcome of this match can very much be left to chance. We have seen 2 of Como-O's moves. I'm thinking Drain Punch is probably one of them, or Close Combat.
His last move... I don't know.
Definitely some contemplation going on here. The Clanging Scale is going to take down Shuckle, but reduce the defense of Como-O.
That lowers only defense, correct? Yeah, not special defense.
But that defense drop might be enough to put it in range of Dragonite KOing it with a Dragon move.
Especially if Electrode can get some damage off here. But assuming that Electrode's only moves are Volt Switch. Oh no, Reflect. I was gonna say maybe his only other attacking move aside of Volt Switch is Thunder. Thunder has a chance of missing.
In comes Dragonite, but Como-O's in lower defense. Pagafet's going to come in to try and take that move to Dragon Claw. It does 44% to Dragonite, who loses some HP, but Pagafet lost its Citrus Berry. And Destiny Bond is what Wobbuffet uses. Now Rathian has to either kill Wobbuffet or go for another Dragon Dance. If it goes for the Dragon Dance, though, Wobbuffet can Encore, switch to Como-O, and then take down Dragonite. What an intense situation.
I think the Quasi's in a super good situation, but we have to remember that Paralysis.
Yeah.
It's always there.
Haunting him.
Oh no.
And maybe this Dragonite has Roost. If it goes for the Roost, then that could also be another complicating factor.
if it does have Roost, it's still going to be put into Encore here, so...
Yeah. But if it keeps roosting, eventually it would keep triggering multi-scale, and then it would keep being able to survive Como-O's attacks. And then eventually the Encore will finish off, and then it could pick off Como-O and Wobbuffet.
This is super interesting.
Yeah, if he has Roost, I think that's the play. But it seems like he has Fire Punch, Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw. That last move could very well be Earthquake, or probably not Fly, because it has Life Orb. But if it's Roost, wow, that would be interesting.
Oh, it's Extreme Speed. But that's Destiny Bond.
Yep, the Destiny Bond's going to take down Wobbuffet with it. And that is a victory for Como-O. A 1-0 victory for Pitiful Punching Bags over Benji's team, the Star Conquerors. What a match. That was really intense.
That was crazy.
Yeah. And the mind games with Wobbuffet too.
On this week?
Crazy week. Leading into an even crazier week. Week 10.
Oh my god.
And that was the final battle of Week 9. 1-0 victory for Quasimodo. And tune in for some more Week 10 matches coming up. What a match.
Oh my god.
Really crazy. Forgot to ask, do you have any final thoughts?
No.
Speechless.
I'm kind of in shock. Honestly.
Yeah, same here. Well, with that shock,
I guess.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess
go.
He really couldn't. He couldn't have done anything else because if he, I'm assuming Wobbuffet was going to just Encore next, and if it Dragon Danced, which was the only way that it didn't die to Destiny Bond, Como-O would have just came in.
Yeah.
And so the only thing that really Benji could have had happen to win is if Como-O got full parried twice.
Yeah. It was better than doing a Dragon Dance because at least he made the differential a little less for him. So, but yeah, really good match, and we're gonna go into Week 10 now. So tune in for some more of those. This was Noel from Sun and Friendly, joined by Morgana from Northern Necrozmas. See you then.